Welcome back to Cybertopia. Our last 3 episodes have been solo sessions focused on Frankie, played by Valery, Clarity, played by Basil, and Maurice, played by Jen. But now they've all coalesced around the Intranet of Things, it's time to see what a good night's rest can bring in terms of clear thinking and plan making. You've all been off on your own little mini adventures for a little bit, and you have converged on the Intranet of Things. Clarity has spent an unknown amount of time down there. It's like being in a casino. You come out of the entrance and you're like, how long have I been here? How much money have I lost? How much humanity? And I think as Clarity is exiting, they bump into Maurice, who has just buried themselves into a massage chair and maybe has a couple of like pamper bots that are doing like a pedicure and a facial and stuff. And I think Maurice also has no idea how long they've been there, but it was like the first thing they found when they got to the Internet of Things. So Clarity, last time you saw Maurice, they were leaving the junkyard with you after getting some unconventional advice and help from Tampa, the, what do we call him, like mechanic engineer kind of bloke. He tooled up Maurice's microwave gun, but wasn't so helpful when it came to your chain whip. But yeah, Maurice is now having a very relaxing time.
Yeah, I think coming out of the internet cave of chilling, I think Clarity obviously kind of blinks and is like, "Ooh, yeah, wow, I've been up and down. Is that a massage chair? Oh, hey, Maurice. Wow, where did you? Okay, you look comfortable.
Hey, they are really good at their job. One moment. Could you turn it just a little bit down?"
It abruptly halts, and I think maybe this is where the bedside manner is resulting in it being in the Internet of Things. Instead of doing a slow recline, just kind of catapult you out upright, and you're thrown out of this chair.
Wallace and Gromit style.
Yes.
Thanks, I'll call you.
Oh no, what have we done? We set up another Maurice relationship going on. Okay.
They're really good at their job, let me tell you. It's good to see you. I didn't see you at the last job we pulled. How have you been?
Yes, I've been good. I was just down there with the other machines, keeping an eye on Whisper. They've kind of gotten into like that sort of like party drone kind of vibe. They made a lot of good friends, though, I think, down there. It's good for their development, I guess. You know what? I'm happy for your growth. And like Clarity gives like Whisper like a little like comforting pat. Like, it's like you're different from how you were, but we all change and grow, and now you've got more friends. I befriended a fax machine. I think we're cool. We didn't really talk. It was more like we just kind of like, like 2 teens hanging out at the party in the quiet area, kind of watching everybody else and not saying nothing, but you had like a really good time. It was like that.
Whisper does like a little flash of their disco lights and makes a happy little noise.
It's so good for them to be around other machines at their age.
Yeah, I think I do think it's good for his growth. Like Whisper's doing, I think, a lot better. And then, also upside, all these disco lights and confetti that I cannot seem to find the source of. If we ever need like a really loud and exciting distraction, we've got a little rave in a pod right here.
Hey.
I tell you, you'd think you wouldn't need a party in a box for doing revolutionary shit, but we could have used it on the last Amazing Core job.
Yes, you could.
Sorry about that. I lost track. It's so dark down there. I lost track of the days. I got a panini out of a panini maker. It was pretty. It was a little dry.
Oh, you met Pam.
Oh, Pam. Oh, I didn't even think. I was so tired. I didn't think to ask for names. It was a good panini. It needed a little more sauce, but the more I think about it, the more I start questioning where the sauce would have come from. So it was a nice sandwich.
Pam's got a dry sense of humor, so
Okay.
Okay, so you two can exit through the hatch up into the warehouse or whatever's above the Intranet of Things, and as you come out, you bump immediately into Frankie.
Frankie is probably looking very bleary after not much sleep.
He's wearing different clothes from when you last saw them.
Yeah, and possibly a slight overdose of falafel, if such is possible.
Yeah, woke up in the morning, grabbed some more falafel off the cart, yeah.
Yeah, but... Oh, Clarity! It's so good to see you again. And Maurice, we only spoke yesterday, but it's good to see you safe as well.
hey, it's good to see you too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
So notably, neither of those two would know anything about the explosion or being now locked out of the lead bank.
Yeah.
You don't look so hot. Everything okay? Didn't run into any goons, did you?
Yeah, no goons.
Well, that's good.
Some truck. There was Knox and Julie and Bludgeon. We had a plan. We had a really good idea that we needed vehicles, so we went to get some.
Oh, wait, you were out with Knox?
Yes.
That explains the bleariness. You hung over.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that checks
I
out.
think that's it. Yeah, I think there was an explosion, and also I don't know if it's anything to do with us or something else, but ARC aren't happy with us right now.
Wait, what?
I don't know why, but there's apparently something is being blamed on ARC and humans, and they don't want humans at ARC, and I'm very confused.
Fuck, I just came from there. They seem fine. Little quiet, but you know how they can be.
Yeah, yes, so maybe it changed after you left and before I got there? I don't know.
So, do we need to lay low? Sorry, I've been underground for a questionable amount of hours, and I've had a water and a panini. So I'm trying to get caught up. I'm trying to figure out what y'all have been up to. But hey, check this out. Whisper, do the thing. And Clarity's gonna motion for Whisper to just shoot out confetti, and
Whisper goes into full party mode. Like, there's confetti, there's noise, there's air horns from somewhere.
Yeah, that's what it was like last night.
that sounds like you guys had. Okay, Whisper, you can dial it back, buddy. No, we don't. Okay, put the confetti away now. We're good. It was just a quick example. Okay, come on, settle back down. We won't get anywhere like this.
I think it does a little sheepish sad noise.
Later, we'll probably have a party, or maybe we'll practice. Precisely shooting out confetti and streamers at people for tactical purposes. That'll be fun.
Oh shit, that would be awesome.
Tactical purposes, yes.
So yeah, you're all just kind of standing out in the street outside the entrance to the Intranet of Things at the moment. It is late morning, I'd say, by this point.
I mean, did we have plans to meet up with the others? Frankie, were you supposed to meet them somewhere?
I mean, I thought I was following them, but for reasons I don't want to get into, I couldn't see where I was going in my truck and ended up somewhere else.
You gotta pace yourself with Knox, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean...
Knox didn't actually take them drinking.
I know, but I thoroughly believe that.
Yeah. I mean, Frankie is thinking just being near Knox gives you experiences like this.
It definitely does, yes.
After last night. We were heading back to the lead bank, but like I say, I ended up somewhere else. So I don't know where they are now because we're not at the lead bank anymore. Not allowed there.
And you say that they're... Got that? Any idea what went on that could be put on them?
I don't know. It might have been the explosion that had a little bit to do with us.
Wait, you guys did an explosion?
A little bit. I mean, it was a big explosion, but we were only a little bit responsible for it. It was mostly trucks.
You blew up a truck?
No, trucks, plural.
You blew up several trucks. No.
We only blew up one truck. The other trucks blew up by themselves. At
I
least
find that, I'll be
how I
honest,
do
like, I feel like coincidentally the probability of that is pretty low. Did you blow up the first truck?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the other truck.
So the other trucks
up.
just like spontaneously.
I don't know. Chain reaction, maybe. I don't know.
It was
We
just an
didn't
exploding
mean-
truck party. Like, they were just all joining in.
We didn't mean to blow them all up.
Frankie, I
That's all I'm
that's
saying.
fair. I mean,
We only meant to blow up one truck.
I mean, I get it. I've blown up lots of things I didn't mean to blow up.
And we liberated 2 trucks, although the one that I was in isn't working anymore.
Ah, shoot. Well, I
Yeah.
do think,
Oh.
Frankie, you might have to come to terms with the fact that you blew up a number of trucks that was at least 2.
But it wouldn't be the first massive explosion
Yeah.
that Frankie has been involved in, hey?
Well, no, definitely. I mean, at the time, Frankie thought it was brilliant, or would have if they'd been able to appreciate it in the moment, because at the time they could not see where they were going and were very, very focused on trying to learn how to drive a truck.
Just out of curiosity, where did you blow up a bunch of trucks?
The Stella vending car dealership.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That is probably what the ARC are being framed for. Stella ain't exactly a fan of home consumer repair. They kind of dig planned obsolescence, you know? And the ARC is all about sort of unplanned unobsolescence.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that may have happened. We wanted some trucks. They had trucks. We tried to take trucks. We did take trucks. My truck doesn't work anymore. Probably my fault.
Okay.
Would say that because you rolled a nat 20 on the navigation roll, you would be able to find that truck again or where you'd left it.
I mean, what's wrong with the truck?
Okay. We were trying to pin this on as a different group. I was supposed to spray paint slogans. I tried. I forgot to wind the window down
Oh.
as we were getting away, so I couldn't see where I was going. So then I tried to open the window, and the window wouldn't open. So then I opened it with my shotgun, and it didn't like that, so it stopped.
I had a really weird evening. I'm kind of glad I had mine, not yours, though, not gonna lie.
Yeah. It was a night. I met with Helena though.
Oh, how's she doing?
Doing good. Gave me falafel at the end of her shift. Let me sleep on her couch for a couple of hours.
Gave you those clothes you're standing in right now.
Yeah, gave change of clothes. I don't know, what style are these clothes?
I'm thinking like kind of older man, like slacks and maybe like a plaid shirt or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Frankie gestures these clothes. Anyway, yes. So that was a whole night, and I did not sleep much.
Just out of interest, who were you guys trying to frame?
Oh, we just made something up. I can't remember. It was Knox's idea.
Okay, right.
And it certainly wasn't the ARC, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, well, we should really get on getting that name out there, I guess. Although, to be honest with you, Stella don't need much reasoning to go after the ARC, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we should make it obvious that it weren't them. Give them someone else to look at.
That was the original plan. Any ideas?
I mean, I don't think the plan was bad.
Just the execution.
I mean, I don't mean to criticize, horizontal hierarchy in the organization and everything, but it does sound like some decisions were mishandled.
I have made a new rule. I do not do heists on an empty stomach. That's clearly the reason why it failed. Hunger.
It makes sense.
If we're trying to get the word out about whatever name of this gang that we made, I was not involved, that y'all made up, I could maybe try putting something out on the internet I mean, like, since there's already, people investigating and discussion about what happened, that's nothing a good couple of internet rumors can't help stir the pot a bit.
I think that's a great idea. And you know what? If you know where the truck is, I mean, you've come to the right people because you got a brilliant engineer right here who could probably get that thing up and running again. And I don't think we want to get caught in it, but perhaps we could dump it somewhere a little more conspicuous for whoever we're framing.
Ah, yes. I think I can remember where it was.
I've never actually worked on oh, you're talking about yourself. Oh, okay, because you were kind of looking at me,
Nope.
and I was like, oh, I've never. Oh, you mean yeah.
Nope.
No, that's
No,
that. And you can see Clarity seems kind of awkward, like, oh, of course they weren't talking about me.
I can change an oil, but no, I definitely meant you. I mean, I've seen you put together bits from scrap many times. You got this. I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm sure this won't result in anything exploding further or near that truck. It'll be fine. We'll just right.
Yeah.
Whisper, it'll be fine.
The only problem that I'm thinking about is well, if you guys made up the name of a gang, then we don't have anywhere to dump it to point towards that gang. So we might have to I don't know, steal a warehouse and paint it in some gang colors.
Remember, I sprayed the inside of the van, not leaving the sign outside for people to find to make the frame, which is why ARC. So, yes.
Oh, right, okay. So we can frame anyone, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, well, shit. Who's got beef with Stella?
Who's got beef with Stella who isn't ARC?
Also a good point.
Probably something you could look up on the internet.
Yeah, I think Clarity's probably thinking about it, and then it's like, I have no idea off the top of my head. They're just like, I can just look that up, unless either of y'all can think of something, because I don't really keep track of that sort of thing. I mean, I probably should at this point, considering our status, but I Whisper, make a note. Maybe we'll make a list or a database later. One of those like flow charts of like who doesn't like who. Just jot that down.
Can you maybe find out, did they get a patent off of someone lately or beat someone to a patent registration? That'd be a pretty great frame job.
Yeah, do you want to connect to the internet right now here through Whisper, or do you want to find somewhere else or a hub or something?
Probably like a hub, because I think we're still just kind of just like standing on the street corner, right, or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly deserted part of town, but yeah, you are kind of just out in the open at the moment.
And to be honest, the further away we could get from the ARC before fucking with this stuff, the better. I really don't want to bring any more heat down on them. I got good friends in the ARC.
Yeah, I don't want to inconvenience my new machine buddies.
Well, shit. Let's go catch a city bus, I guess. Can you use the bus Wi-Fi?
I was just about to ask Ben if I could use the bus Wi-Fi.
the super Wi-Fi, whatever Wi-Fi is called in the future.
There is citywide Wi-Fi from those hubs like Frankie found before. So literally anywhere in the city you can connect to the network if you've got a means to connect to it. You could get onto a bus and connect through the bus's connection so that you've got then a layer of obfuscation.
Yeah, I think so. And I think let's see, if it's like a normal bus like the buses I ride, I think Clarity wants to get on the bus but doesn't want to sit in the back because that's where the driver always has to keep an eye on the weirdos and the troublemakers, and not the front because that's usually where the cameras can see you. So in the middle, right, and close to 2 or 3 rows up from the back exit, which I feel like is describing the buses I ride a little too clearly, but that is where Clarity is sitting to do this.
Okay.
No, that matches the buses I ride as well.
That's just buses, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say, yeah, you're able easily enough to find a bus, get on a bus, and you can connect to the network through this bus. Are you going to try and do it in a way that is hiding your tracks?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think Clarity's gonna try to make it look like it's coming from a couple different buses going off in different directions so that it's not clear where exactly it started. And if possible, try to mask it so that oh, it's not coming from this device, it's coming from someone else's device who's watching like sports ball or something, and somebody else who's like looking up recipes online or something.
Okay, let's have a roll then. Yeah, we'll make this a combined roll. This is going to be for both things of trying to find out information on if and who has beef with Stella. And we're also going to see if you can use this to plant information pointing towards them.
Nice. Could I also use Whisper for this? I don't think Whisper is like floating near me. I think they're like sitting in my lap like a little metal puppy.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
Yeah, this is my emotional support drone.
Love it. Yeah. Because, I mean, Whisper is also kind of a comms unit as well, right? Like,
Yeah, I've used Whisper before for hacking and boosting the signal of stuff.
mhm.
Okay, let's see what we. Ooh, nice. That is a 16 on the die.
Okay.
And then once you like add in Whisper and hacking and technology, at least that's like 4, so that's like a 20.
Yeah, you're at least hitting a 20 on that anyway, so cool. All right. So you find a number of groups that are maybe not like having direct beef, but like they've had issues with Stella in the past. There's one which is called the Circuit Breakers. They're like a hacktivist group. They don't like Stella because of their hoarding of technology and proprietary blueprints and that sort of thing, but also that they try to shut down any tech innovators that are producing good stuff. They want to be the sole proprietors of innovation. So the Circuit Breakers take issue with them on that. There's also the Junkers, who are known for being like a kind of Fast and Furious carjacking kind of gang. They like to steal the fancy vehicles that Stella produces. Whenever there's any sort of crime in the city, there's always some suspicion pointed towards a kind of mob group called Ryzen, who were originally called the Horizonists, and they were kind of very anti-Amazing Corp initially, and now just kind of general thuggery and anti-corporateness. So Stella being one of the big corporations that still exists alongside Amazing Corp, they will obviously also have fingers pointed at them for this. So those are probably the easiest targets to point at.
So I imagine I'll have to roll for this, but I'm curious, can I take this a step further and make it look like the circuit breakers are trying to pin this on one of those other two groups?
Oh, shit. I'd say because you rolled above a 20, you're able to do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll again. You just, like, yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to do. I'm torn between which of the remaining two makes the most sense between, because it was like the carjacker group, and you said the other group had kind of devolved into like thuggery by now.
Yeah, they're just kind of like basic gangsters now, but they're very anti-corp.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that second group, the carjacker one, because
Okay.
I feel like it's not sophisticated enough for that third group, and that just kind of looks too sloppy for the circuit breakers to be like, oh yeah, it was them, and then all they do is like smash windows. Like they don't even know what like a USB port even is.
Okay. So you'd leave this trail that on a surface level, anyone looking back would be like, oh, it was the Junkers. But if you really dig into it, you're going to see, oh, it's the circuit breakers trying to frame the Junkers. But actually what's happening is it's you framing the circuit breakers to frame the Junkers. This is amazing. Okay, brilliant.
And if someone gets that far, they're going to think, oh, I can't figure out the next step. It can't be these guys.
It's too easy. It's too easy once you've gone that complicated. Love it. Perfect. Yeah, I did. Okay, so this starts circulating around the web, and I think you managed to drop it in all the right places and just get the right forums chatting and stuff. So these rumors start circulating, and most of them are pointed towards the Junkers. And then there's some people who are like doing their armchair sleuthing, being like, no, it's actually the circuit breakers. And no one has managed to take that like third step to point it back towards anybody else yet, and probably never will because you've covered your tracks so well. But yeah, there's multiple groups now being involved in this whole situation. But you guys are looking, at least at the moment, as off the hook. Minnesota has been in the news a whole bunch lately for very not good reasons. And it caused me to realise that although I feel a lot is implied about the politics of this show from its subject matter, storylines and cast and characters, it may be worthwhile explicitly stating, fuck ICE. Immigrants are citizens too. Human rights apply to everyone, regardless of their origins, race, ethnicity, religion, gender, sexual preferences, political identities, even criminality. If you support Trump or any of his fascist wannabe copycats across the world, you should just turn off this podcast right now and delete it from your feed. We don't want your patronage, and every character in this show would be actively fighting against you right now if they were real. This is a proudly multicultural and hugely diverse show, especially with the addition of dozens of voice actors this season, with just one such person, Steve, our wonderful friend from India and creator of Panzer Stables, returning this episode to reprise his role as Hedge, the snarky junkyard mechanic, and also not forgetting our superb cast.
Hi, I'm Valery North. You can find me as Valery North on Blue Sky, itch.io and so on. I play Frank Easy, and my latest big project is a very not safe for work cyberpunk's taking on the system game called Glam Slut Butch, which is one of the stats you can roll on. And yeah, you can find that on itch.io as well.
Hi there, I'm Jen. I played Maurice on this wonderful podcast. If for some reason you want to hear more of me, you can check me out on Omen Investigation Season 2. You can check me out on Cyberpunk Tales from the Oasis. And I did the audio for a little Steam game coming out called Polyamory High Caliber Love. It's free, so you really don't have any excuse not to go and romance some sexy guns. Go on, I'll wait.
Hey, I'm Basil. I play Clarity on Cybertopia. I am a game designer and sensitivity consultant, and you can find me still on Twitter as Kobanya_Kana, but you can also find me on Blue Sky as Kobanya. I'm also Kobanya on Telefort and Tumblr. If you're into tabletop RPGs, which I would assume you are, I have a game that just came out called Housekeeping, where you play as a gremlin, which is a brownie gremlin hybrid, and you help to secretly clean up a home that you share with a human. It's a lot of fun, a lot of mischief, cozy. So yeah, check it out.
Speaking of Minnesota, our promo for this episode goes out to the Monsters Playbook, who are currently running a show set in Minnesota called Channels. It takes Monster of the Week in a slightly different direction to the usual, with a crossover world and weird video game bleed. I love the Monsters Playbook, who we did actually feature previously in Season 1, but their stories are always so good, and it's such a tight, fun show, I'll always jump at the chance to promo them again.
This is not only your world. You are not only yourself. These are the players, but this is no game. Introducing Channels, a character-focused Monster of the Week adventure across 2 worlds of weirdness. In Broken River, Minnesota, the world of a late 90s online video game is bleeding into our own. It's up to elderly custodian Robert V. Slaughter, former thief Jack Harrow, and literal vampire Sutton Malone to fight scary monsters, meet colorful characters, and hopefully stay alive long enough to figure out what's going on. Channels is the new actual play Monster of the Week campaign from the Monsters Playbook. If you're a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Personas 4 and 5, or any supernatural mystery stories that are as invested in magic and monsters as they are in friendship and feelings, then tune in to the Monsters Playbook every other Tuesday, wherever you get your podcasts.
So, what's next? You're on a bus. Where do you want to go in the city on this bus?
I was just assuming that Frankie would select a bus for them that goes near where the truck was abandoned.
Okay, so you actually do want to go back to the truck.
I thought that was the plan.
Okay, yeah, if you want to go to the truck, you can...
Either we can still make use of it, or park it somewhere to frame one of the people in the
Yeah.
frame chain.
Okay,
Frankie
so-
doesn't understand that part of the plan. But go get the truck. That's something Frankie
Sure.
understands. So
Okay, so you get on a bus that will take you towards that industrial estate district, and you are able to get off. Do you get off really close, or do you get off a few blocks away and then walk over, or like what's the approach there?
I feel like Frankie doesn't feel like that level of strategy is their forte. So this, I feel like it's something that they can discuss as they get nearer that area on the bus.
It is now like middle of the day, middle of the afternoon sort of time.
Maybe get off the bus somewhere where you can get food on the way.
Yeah, I'll say you can just do that. Clarity's kind of loaded, so they can just like pay for some food at a restaurant or something. We'll skip over doing an eating scene.
Yeah. And then, so probably a few blocks away and then walk there. Seems like the smart move.
Okay. So you're coming down this street where you'd left the cyber pickup truck, and it is still there. There are a fair few people kind of milling around. I think probably someone has noticed, or a few people at least have noticed this truck with the smashed window and
the spray paint on the windscreen.
Yeah, and no, it's got like a police cordon around it. Not like police, but it's got like some sort of corporate tape around it saying like one of those signs saying we are aware it's due for pickup sort of thing.
Ah, crap.
And you can see this from quite a distance, like it's easy to tell that this has been noted already.
We were a little bit late, huh?
Yeah. Do you think any of us look corporate enough to fake it?
I look you up and down with your new change of clothes and just go, not really.
Yeah, Frankie does the same. Yeah, not really.
We could maybe pull off a towing crew, though. No idea where we get a tow truck.
I would say that potentially you could use Whisper to do a remote hack and just drive it off.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do still have my hologram scanner that I was going to use incorrectly just to pretend that we were scanning the truck to assess it for damage, so that we're like actually from like, I don't know, the insurance company instead. And it's like, oh, we're here to pick up the car for, valuation, or I don't know.
Just take out a clipboard and no one will question it.
You know what? You guys hang here and think of a plan. I'm gonna just recce a little bit and see if I can't get a little more information.
Okay.
I'm gonna nose around.
Yeah? Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna wander up to the tape like I'm a bystander, like a passerby, and just be like, wow, they did a number on that thing, huh? Damn.
And it's literally just got a broken window and spray paint inside, I guess.
Yeah. And just sort of like circle around the tape and inspect it. Is there anyone here? Are there any
There's no officials.
recording devices here? Is there anything like, does it look like they've put anything on the car, like a tracker or?
No, not at this point. Like, it's just been kind of taped up and a sign put on it, like due for collection or something.
Okay. I guess they don't think anyone would drive a car with a blacked out windscreen.
What idiot would do that?
Yeah. Who would do a thing like that? Why would they do a thing like that?
Okay. Well, if I don't see anything in particular, I guess I'll just wander back. Just be like, seems like the coast is clear. You guys got any ideas?
I mean, as ugly as this thing is, if it's just a broken window, I could probably just remotely control it and we could just drive off with it.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
Just get it to drive around the corner, pick you up, and then you head off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better than me trying to drive it, for sure.
Honestly, if you can drive it remote, depending on the range, we might not even have to get in it. That'd be pretty great.
So the remote hack, I think, would have to involve Whisper. Like, if you can get Whisper onto or into the vehicle, then you can use them to hack into the vehicle's systems.
Yeah, I mean, the window's broken, so I'd probably just like see that and motion to Whisper, like, okay, go on, buddy. Don't do a donut, though. We don't have time for that.
So the window was taped up, so it's not an opening at this point, but it is literally just tape. So Whisper could potentially open that up and get inside and do what you need to do. If you want to do a full roll for the whole thing of Whisper and the hackingness and driving, we can all combine that into.
Nice. Can I also make an argument for stealth?
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, if you don't want Whisper to get spotted or you don't want to be spotted doing the piloting, like, yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's see what we can. Ooh, God. The first low roll of the day. That was a 2.
Ooh. What does that combine to total?
Let's see, if we use Whisper and my stealth and my technology, is this hacking?
Yes.
Okay, let's see, hold on. Do I get points for tech resonance?
Yes. I have a feeling this is going to get you up to a 10. It's lucky you did not get a 1 on it because it would have been really fucked.
Yeah. All total, I got an 11.
Oh, even with a roll of 2. That's decent. Okay, so I think the first part of it goes okay. Whisper gets up to the window, like bashes into the tape a couple of times, and then like manages to find a slightly sharp edge of itself somewhere and like slices a hole through the tape and slips in, plugs into the console of this vehicle, gets it booted up. Struggles a bit with the driving side of things. I don't think Whisper has a great grasp of its size when it's controlling a vehicle that large.
I think this is also Whisper's first time doing this. I don't think I've ever asked them to control a vehicle, so...
Yeah, no, this is definitely a new thing for a Whisper, and especially, like, they're an underage driver, man. Like, they can't be driving. There's like a toddler driving. But they like, wind around the streets a little bit and like, maybe crash into a couple of trees, but it's like this big, beefy-ass pickup truck thing, and it's fine, and eventually manages to get it, maybe wedges it between a couple of buildings, like scrapes it along the side of a wall somewhere, eventually manages to bring it to a halt in a somewhat covered area, and you're all able to kind of board.
Sweet.
So you got a working cyber pickup again. This time it is able to be driven somewhat competently, I guess. Where are you going?
Yeah, Frankie is already complimenting Whisper on its driving. So, yeah, you did way better than me. You're good. I like you. Hey.
Whisper's very excited to get the compliment. Where do you want Whisper to take you?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Where should we go? Also, yeah, good job, buddy. You did a great job. We'll buff out those scratches. This was actually pretty good for your first time. We didn't crash or anything.
Yeah, disco lights is on.
Yeah.
No confetti, though.
Turned it
Yeah.
into a party bus.
Yeah, probably got the idea of no confetti from seeing what happened when the last time something got sprayed around here. Do we have any clues where we might find the others?
I'll say because Clarity rolled so high when they were doing the whole internet thing on the bus, they also would have come across, maybe just in passing, like going through these forums, they would have seen someone claiming to be Cyan, putting out a message saying, I'm alive. And you've probably seen this in a few different places on the internet, desperately trying to reconnect with their fans.
I vaguely remember that was a part of the first episode Frankie was in.
Yeah, Frankie would definitely remember that Cyan had basically had all of his socials wiped. And all like you all know that none of you have an actual presence in the world, like on record now. So Cyan is still trying to reconnect. Doesn't seem like he has fully established his existence yet, but you have definitely seen signs of someone purporting to be Cyan saying, I am alive.
Frankie can say, yes, that actually is Cyan, because we talked about this sort of when we first woke up, really. That was going to be Cyan's plan. Maybe we should follow the clues.
Sounds like a plan. I mean, more of us the merrier, right?
I think so. So based off of like all the internet stuff Clarity was doing earlier, is there a way for them to like figure out like, oh, these are probably some spots that we might be able to find Cyan?
I think you're going to need to do another kind of researchy role to try and narrow down where they might be.
It's valid. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, so if I'm doing research, let's see if we also gotta do some more math again.
Probably basically a similar internet role to what you did earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 16 total.
Okay. So you do a bit more digging, probably just driving around aimlessly, or are you just going to stay parked until you can figure out where you want to go?
I feel like we probably drove like maybe away just in case people are like, oh, hey, what happened to that truck?
Okay.
I feel like sort of we probably wanted to head out of the city a bit, so less attention.
Yeah, you are kind of towards the outskirts of the city where you are anyway, so it's not a busy area, especially where Whisper has ended up like just parking. So it's in a relatively unnoticeable place.
I think also though that like Clarity wants to drive, so just in case anyone is tracking, it's not just like, oh, it's this one thing sitting in like a cornfield, like it's like moving.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Hey, I don't mean to put a pin in our wonderful cruising vehicle, but we're kind of conspicuous right now. You think we should find a spot to dump this before we go looking for folks?
Oh yeah, with the paint and the broken window and everything.
So I've got in my gear my hologram scanner, which generally speaking, I use it to create holograms of others, but I believe in the past I have used it to disguise clarity. If I like hack in, well, like basically just like not retrofit, but basically if Clarity messes around with the hologram scanner, could I use the hologram scanner to make this car look like a different car?
I love the idea and I want to see it tried.
Okay, so let me roll again. Oof, okay. That's probably not going to go well because that was a 5 on the die. And there's only a 1 for the hologram scanner.
I think you're able to like cover up some of the vehicle, but not all of the vehicle. Like maybe you can change the number plates or something, or make it a different color, but it still looks like this vehicle.
Yeah, I think it's like a different color, but it still has like the scratches on it and the busted window. And like I'd say like probably like the little license plate in the back, like it's like flickering, like trying to change from like what it actually is to like the one that Clarity would like it to look like.
Yeah, it's definitely glitching. Yeah, this isn't a complete hologram at this point.
Oh God, I don't think this is gonna work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In my defense, this is supposed to be used for me and for people-shaped things. This is my first time really trying to use it for like an object bigger than myself in like Whisper. But I think it's not so bad, and you definitely probably hear like a little bit of like kind of like a high-pitched electronics noise specifically coming from Clarity's hair, because the hologram scanner is kept in their hair cuff, and you see Clarity kind of go like, oh, it's a little hot, and just kind of move one braid on top of another braid to kind of move it around. Sorry, it was touching my scalp. Yeah, we should definitely find a place to ditch this.
Clarity, your hair is smoking.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a handy thing to have in the future, but I think maybe we should swing by Tampa and get him to crush this thing.
Ooh, I've always wanted to watch one of those things get crushed. Let's do it.
I mean, they can't track a car that don't exist anymore, right?
Right.
Okay. Firstly, let's resolve figuring out where Cyan might be. So you rolled quite well on that. I'm going to say that you do a bit more sleuthing and you kind of dig through some of these forums, track the IP address that those messages are coming from. And it seems like the IP address takes you to a large media building right in the middle of the city. You can't tell where in the building it is, and it is a large building, like one of the biggest skyscrapers in the city. But it's definitely that building somewhere that those messages have been posted from. They weren't so good at covering their tracks. And you're able to drive just around to the junkyard where you'd previously met the couple of mechanics in the actual garage part, and where in the back of this junkyard was Tampa's bunker. I think as you drive in, you can see... Well, actually, you won't be able to see because the windscreen's still kind of blacked out. But you drive up and Whisper quite quickly pulls on the brakes and says they can't go any further. So you unload from the vehicle and you can see those two mechanics. Again, you're at the garage part and they look shocked.
Hey, sorry to barge in on you guys with a big ask, but we could use your help.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Trying to crush a car?
No fucking way. We're not touching that. No, that is way too hot.
Well, that's kind of why we want to crush it. If it disappears, then it's all okay, right?
Shit, dude. They're already thinking we did this, right?
Dude, don't look at us. We didn't do this shit either, but I'm trying to clear it up. I don't want anything coming back to the ARC.
The ARC? Fuck you, man. They're pinning this on the junkers.
Wait, they are?
Yeah, did you not hear?
No, I
fuck me.
All I heard was that the ARC had a load of heat from Stella.
Well, they are after us now.
Ah, shit, I'm sorry.
You can't be bringing this heat here when they're already after us. Like, it's gonna look like it was really us.
Well,
we have to get this out of here.
I mean, you want us to drive this thing out of here? Because that's the only way it's going out of here.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Like, it's either that or it goes out of here in a cube.
Was this the group that Clarity intentionally pinned it on? I thought that was a different group.
You did not know that these guys were the Junkers.
Oh, okay, because I was like, dang, wait, why did I do that?
I also did not know they were Junkers.
You'd had several opportunities in past meetings with these people to identify them as Junkers, but you'd failed all the roles that would have picked up on it. Yeah, these guys are Junkers, and they are kind of freaking out. The smaller, wiry, brown-skinned guy turns to his pal and says,
Fuck, man, what the fuck do we do? Do not let Tamper see this.
Yeah, you guys, we can either crush it or you guys can take it and strip it for parts, because if the heat's going to be on you anyway, you may as well get the benefits,
You
right?
guys owe us so much. So much.
Yeah, I know.
If it makes you feel better, chatter on the internet is that pretty much a good chunk believes that it's not y'all, it's the circuit breakers trying to frame y'all. So maybe once you're done, I don't know, smushing this down, you can go plant it over at their place.
The fucking circuit breakers? Are you kidding me? These fucking kids. Oh my
Like,
god.
just find one of those nerds and like be like, I caught him trying to drive this onto our lot, and like, you know.
Are you the fucking circuit breakers? Are you doing this to us? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is going on?
What? No, I'm unaffiliated.
We're LAIC.
Oh damn. What's that? You're from LA?
LAIC.
What the fuck is LAIC?
New group in town.
Like, we need more of you chuckle fucks. Fuck me. Okay. First things first. Let's get the tracker out of this shit and strip it down. Higgs, help me here.
Oh, yeah.
okay, so these two guys
Yeah.
are going to get it in and lift up and just start tearing it to bits. Does anybody want to help? Because I'm going to roll for this, and any help that they can get could assist.
I mean,
I'll try help, sure.
Yeah, Clarity will help.
I mean, I feel like through all the talking, Frankie was just trying to stay out of sight after last time, and very much not talking, because this is where Frankie got the.
Yeah, they're getting tongue-tied again, eh?
Yeah, just not trusting themselves to speak at all.
Okay.
But when it comes to tearing stuff apart, let's
Okay.
get in on that.
I think Clarity specifically is going to help to get out like the tracker bit, all the like big component technological aspects, like disconnecting that and making sure that it's fried.
Mhm.
Maybe trying to scramble the data so that like, yeah, it shows that this car was moved, but it doesn't show like where it is in case like someone manages to possibly get a piece of this back.
Okay, yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
y'all want technology fried, huh? And I pull out the microwave gun.
Okay, first we'll do the tracker. And it sounds like it's going to be a Clarity being supported by Maurice situation here. So let's have the Maurice assist with the
Wait.
microwave gun.
Excellent. Can I get maintenance here as well?
Yes.
Cool. I'm also just going to straight away lose maintenance because I'm pretty sure coordination trauma counts as well.
Yes, but you are now using your +3 microwave gun.
Yeah, that's an 8 plus 3.
Oh, shit.
That's an 11 from me. I am rolling garbage today.
The thing with the microwave gun, it's if you roll under a 5, isn't it?
It is under a 5.
You're okay. You were going to be in trouble, but you're okay.
I would have mentioned,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so what does that total to?
As an 11.
Okay, so that gives Clarity a +1 on the removing and scrambling of this device. So,
Okay. I rolled a 6 on the die.
oh,
I would not call this tech resonance, but I would say this is probably technology
Mhm.
and maybe hacking because I'm trying to scramble the data.
yeah, I think I'd give you tech resonance on it. It's technology.
Okay, well then all total off my die, that is a 10, so 11 total.
Okay, so you managed to remove the chip, and I think you can wipe it. I don't think you're able to, with that roll, be able to put in like any fake data or scramble the data, but you can wipe it at least and destroy it.
Yeah, I think Clarity pulls it out and is like, "Oh, I don't know what this. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let me just," and is like, "Okay, well, I've wiped it, but I don't know how to begin trying to.
Hmm.
Let me not, because the last time I tried to do it with one of these, it exploded in my hand, and that hurt. So
Yeah, that really fits actually, because Stella is all about proprietary tech. This is state of the art. Like, this would be a brand new model, so you'd have never seen this particular thing before.
Hey, you know what? I got an idea. Can you hand that to me?
Yeah, sure, here.
All right, I'll be right back. You guys stay here. I don't really want you to see what I'm about to do with this.
What is going on?
Okay.
I just realised how awful that sounds, but it's not. Trust me.
What is happening?
Oh dear.
It depends if you want to resolve this first or them first.
I need to know what's happening.
Okay. While they tinker with the car some more, I am going to venture deep into the junkyard. And what I'm looking for, this is the silliest idea, and
Oh
I'm
my God.
regretting thinking of it, but
It's too late, Jen.
Yeah.
You're committed.
I'm looking for a group of birds. You know, like
Okay.
birds chilling in the junkyard, like on
Yep.
on wires on things. I'm just
Yeah.
looking for some, and
Okay.
like it might be a tough ask, especially considering all my notice rolls earlier. I'm looking for a particularly unobservant bird.
Okay. What is the end goal here? You want to get a bird to
I would like to
put the chip on.
grab hold of a bird and yes, attach the chip to their leg and kind of set them free on the world.
Okay. All right. Have you got anything to roll for this?
Well, that's a good question, isn't it?
And you can try it.
Okay.
I'm just interested
Here
to
we
hear
go.
if anything's going to apply,
Here we go.
knowing your level of bullshit, Jen.
Okay, here we go. I know how to keep calm when confronted by a braying, squawking animal because of my history in customer service, where I've been confronted with angry mammals many times.
Birds are not mammals, Jen.
Yeah, but close enough.
Kind of in the name.
Yeah, but birds, mammals, squawking. I've dealt with squawking, I guess we can go with. I was going with humans were mammals who I had been treated in customer service.
Right.
you see.
That makes more sense. I don't think I'm giving you that. I will
That
give you
is
decisiveness.
Very fair. Decisive, I was going to say, because clearly I have made this decision without thinking too hard about it. I think that's very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go with the faulty Chefmatic enhancements because I think I can get toast. And if there's something that can lure birds, it's probably toast.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, persuasion. I'm persuading with toast.
Okay.
I'm basically in this because I'm waving the toast particularly seductively to the birds is what we're saying.
I was assuming you were going to break it up into breadcrumbs and just chuck it around.
Well, maybe, but I
enticing
think
an animal.
maybe the distraction of trying to figure out what to do with a whole piece of toast might come in handy for attaching / grabbing a bird.
Okay. Let's have the roll, Jen.
Yeah. I think coordination probably.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay. So that's +1, +1, +1, -1, so +2 total. Come on. Please, I've been rolling bad all day. This is the one I need. That is an 18 plus
Oh
2.
my God.
Dirty 20. It pays off. It
Wow.
pays off. Thank you,
On the
luck gods.
stupid rolls. You only succeed on the
I
stupid
do.
rolls.
I just need to do stupider things more often.
Yes, that's exactly it. Mark off a success against coordination.
Ah, yeah.
And yeah, you've managed to somehow get on a bird the chip.
Here, birdie. Come on. Have a piece of
So-
toast.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, and you set this bird off into the air. You have no fucking idea where it's going, but it's gone.
I mean,
With
they
the chip
don't
on
know
its
either.
head.
They're toast drunk at this point.
Oh, I was really hoping you'd roll low and then I could just have you attacked by a seagull or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that was the thing. High or low, that was going to be fun.
Wow.
I return back to the others and just go,
The chip is taken care of. It won't come back here. I hope.
and then elaborate in no way.
Oh,
This is so
God.
stupid. All right, Frankie, you're up. Let's see if you can help with the destruction of the cyber pickup.
Yeah, I mean, I think Frankie's basically just doing what he's told as far as break this, carry that, lift that.
Yeah, do you actually have anything to add to a roll? Is it just going to be a
Not
straight roll?
really. I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to argue that this will probably have lifting involved if I get another learning. but basically that's it.
Okay.
I
Let's
think.
have
So,
the 20 then.
see what happens. It's a 12, so
You give him a +1. Yeah, you're helping a little bit, doing some lifting, moving some stuff. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You maybe propose a few times to explode it, but they're like, no, it needs to be dealt with carefully.
yeah.
No more explosions, please. All right, I'm going to roll. Well, there's 2 of them, so one of them's going to assist the other. Nope, that's a 5, so the assist isn't going great. I think they're more used to working solo on their vehicles, and so having more people in the way is a too many chefs sort of situation, you know? And let's see, on the final roll with a +1 from Frankie. Ooh, that's also not gone well. They are sweating. It's taking a lot longer than you would have hoped. This is a machine that they're not used to working on, and it is state-of-the-art. It is put together like a fucking tank. It's really difficult to deconstruct in a safe manner, and probably an hour passes and they've made very little progress. They're happy that the chip is gone, but this thing is still on their property. And I think eventually they're just like,
Fuck it, we can't strip it down. It's just not working. We're gonna have to use the crusher.
and they will, with some help, get it into a really massive car crushing thing that makes it into those like little cubes, but it is made of like fucking spaceship material. This is hardened steel, titanium alloy shit, and it is not crushing down well. But
Oh dear.
it's definitely not at all usable anymore. It is not in a operable shape. It probably no longer looks a lot like a cyber pickup truck, but if anyone was to really investigate it, they'd probably be able to tell that it was originally one of those trucks.
Mm.
But you now have like a 4-ton steel cube-shaped car.
Anyone got anything that might help this thing crush it even further?
I don't think I have a tool for that, but Clarity is going to turn to the 2 guys who were trying to strip it down. Maybe we should give it some more thought to my other plan. I mean, I don't know where they hang out, but I still think there's merit into trying to just grab one of those circuit breaker people. And I mean, look, it's only partially crushed, so this also makes them look like really incompetent. So if you just like grab one of them and then like, get them to like I don't like properly like accuse them of doing this, that they tried to sneak onto your lot and they didn't know what they were doing and tried to crush this thing. Maybe that'll work, because I don't think this thing's going to become a cube anytime soon.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you're right about that.
And you 2 seem pretty talented at maybe like grabbing people surreptitiously and just kind of,
Wait, what? What are you trying to say? We ain't in the abduction business. We're fucking mechanics, my dude.
No, but you're tough looking, and I personally think those circuit breaker losers are probably scrawny. So like, you've got arm muscles, and Clarity's just gonna like gesture at their arms. Like that's usually enough for most like hacky nerd types. They'll think that like, oh, they're really strong and could crush me like a grape, and you just grab one and just kind of just bring them over here and claim that you caught them. Like take a photo of them, like like a wall of shame. Like we caught this nerd trying to smash one of these cars on our lot.
I think I would like you to do a persuasion roll.
Certainly, a skill that Clarity does not have.
Could I help?
How would Maurice help in this situation?
Maurice would pipe in saying,
Yeah, I mean, if you did that, you could even call Stella and maybe fetch a reward.
Okay, let's have the assist roll then from Maurice.
can I get persuasion for that?
Of course, yeah.
That's a 12. Literally only silly things I'm allowed to roll high,
Yeah,
apparently.
Okay, so you get a +1 on that clarity.
Okay, let's see what we get. Oh! I wasn't sure
No
at
way.
first because it landed on my keyboard weird, but that's a 20!
Oh, fucking hell.
Wow.
All right, wow. Okay, I don't think you've got any learnings towards anything like this already, but put down, I don't know, chatting or convincing or something like that.
Can I specifically put down technological framing or technological espionage?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. All right. These 2 guys are looking at each other very skeptically. And they turn to you like,
I don't know. Those circuit breakers, you can't track them down. They're like computer spies or some shit. But you've clearly got some ideas. You get rid of the chip, we can hide it under a bunch of shit. Do something, right? Nobody fucking tell Tamper about any of this. Look, if you can get us something that'll pin this somehow to the circuit breakers, if anyone comes working around, maybe that'll do the job. But fuck, dude, we're out of here. We ain't even paid for this shit.
I understand that. That's fair. Actually, can because Clarity has so much money, can they pay them for their time and effort of trying to crush this thing down?
yeah, absolutely. You can pay them off. And we'll say that is part of how you managed to convince them so easily, because they were very much on the edge of get the fuck out of here. And that is exactly what they say to you now as they tell you to bugger off out of there. I guess you hop on a bus and make your way over to that skyscraper you detected Cyan's broadcast coming from.